Hey G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. I'm gonna bug you guys with another video. I've been taken out of work for a while, just until I get my respiratory issues under control. So I wanted to share with you some toys that I picked up. One was actually just given to me as kind of a bonus from a guy that I do business with quite often online. So without any further ado, I'll go ahead and start here. You guys remember these? Pretty cool, aren't they? It's the carrying case. I can't remember the exact name of it. If you guys do, just please let me know down in the comments. I didn't have one of these as a kid, but of course my buddy John did. It is made by Hasbro. It came out in '83. I'm not sure if this was a mail away offer. I don't recall seeing these on the shelves. But you just stick your Joes right down in there and you run off to battle. And he had a few of these, so we would put them on our belts and put our Joes in there and run off out to the desert for another adventure. This was actually a pretty smart idea. Kids, how else were they going to carry all their Joes? Carry them around in a bag, your hands aren't free for combat, so this was genius marketing. Put your action figures in there and take off. So I picked one of those up just for nostalgia reasons. It's kind of out of my realm of collecting. I stick with action figures and vehicles. This was just thrown in. This was made by the Nasta Corporation and from Hong Kong. There we go. See, it's just a little compass. Has a reflective sticker on the back. Pretty cool. It obviously doesn't work. It's not a very good functioning compass. I have it pointing north and the needle is pointing south. It obviously does not work very well, but a neat little trinket to have. I think this has been something I would have had fun with if I had one as a child. Just go on adventures with it, and I would have liked the mirror function. That would have been kind of cool. This last one is very sentimental to me. We moved out here to Arizona from Ohio in 1982. So G.I. Joe just came out. I remember seeing a commercial for G.I. Joe shortly before moving out here. It introduced the Green 13. And I still watch that commercial on YouTube. It just brings back good memories. But I remember seeing that, thought, man, those are cool. I was really into Star Wars, but I wanted some G.I. Joes too. So when we moved out here, all of our finances were gone. My parents spent pretty much everything on moving us out here. As we drove here, miserable time. Trying to fit 4 kids in the back seat of a station wagon. What belongings we had left, it was just down to the bare essentials, strapped to the top of the car and stuck in the cargo bay in the back. 4 kids in the back seat, family dog on our laps the whole time, and my baby brother, he was 6 months old, in the car seat up front. My dad cussing and screaming at people and educating me on a very creative vocabulary. So that Christmas was pretty pretty slim for us. We didn't get much, which was fine. Well, it wasn't fine for me as a kid. It's all about quantity and not quality. But it was a Christmas of miracles. Money started showing up just out of nowhere. Our landlord told us not to worry about rent for that month, and so that freed up some finances for my parents. And that year, I received my very first G.I. Joe. It was the Cobra Soldier. I've mentioned that one before, a blue shirt. And well, I received a Playmobil covered wagon, came with some cowboys and some horses and cows and things. I had a lot of fun with that, actually. I liked the Playmobil toys. Also, see, I got a little wind-up tank, which was pretty cool. I didn't play with that much, but when I did, I had fun with it. The present that I received that I liked the most was this G.I. Joe AM radio. It still works. As a kid back in the 80s, if you had a ghetto blaster out on the playground, you were everything. Even, you know, kids just carried smaller radios, anything to blast music out on the playground. It was the end thing. Nowadays it's the iPod. You know, the kids blasting music into their ears and destroying their hearing and what's left of their brains. Sorry, that's kind of cruel, but I have a pet peeve with kids disconnected from the world now. But this radio is, it was made in 1982, so it came out that year by NASA Industries Incorporated from New York. So this was not the Hong Kong division, obviously. And this radio just came packaged in just a simple cardboard container. Had a paper tab across the top, and it read G.I. Joe across, and I think down at the bottom it read G.I. Joe. But this radio, I carried it everywhere with me, out on the playground, small enough to fit into my pocket. I would use it as a walkie-talkie, pretend it was a walkie-talkie, out in the desert riding my bike, you know, calling up support or whatever. I cherished this radio very much as a child, and it got lost over the years, and I had frankly forgotten about it. As you get older, things become more important and you forget about the smaller things. But I was just going through eBay one day and saw this radio, and all these memories just came back, and I had to get it. You know, I paid just like maybe $10 for it, $5.95, I think it was, and with shipping everything came around $10. But when I received it, just this flood of emotion just came out, and I forgot how much I really loved it. And I'm very proud to have this little guy back in my collection. You know, we don't, you know, it's just AM, you know, so I get a lot of news talk radio on it, some sports, a lot of Spanish stations. From what little Spanish I understand, I'll listen to it and pick up bits and pieces of what's going on from Spanish news. So I just thought I'd take that time to share those few things with you guys, kind of break up the boredom. So Anyway, you guys, thank you so very much for everything you've done for me. This channel is you. It's all about you. It's for you. I thank you guys a lot, and it's sincere. I really appreciate all of you guys. Your comments, your friendships, feedback. It's a lot of fun, and that's why I'm doing the giveaways. Which tomorrow is the deadline. I still have not heard back from those 2 individuals. So I'll do another drawing. Same prizes, maybe. Might change it up a little bit. So I'll just let you guys know. So I'll make this will be my final announcement. So tomorrow is the deadline, gentlemen. If you don't respond back to me by tomorrow midnight, I'm going to hold a new drawing. So there we go. So I want you guys to win. I want to give something back to you, because you guys are giving so much to me, and just by watching my channel, that's a compliment to me. I really appreciate it. So stay tuned for the next drawing. And this has been Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.